Hamas says ready to reach full agreement.
Former U.S. President Donald Trump convicted of a crime.
Protecting children from the harmful effects of tobacco.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I am Hwang Yin, and here we go, the first headline of the show. Hamas announced that it has informed mediator of its readiness to reach a full agreement, including a comprehensive hostage prisoner exchange deal, if Israel stops its war in Gaza Strip.
In the statement, Hamas affirmed that it has showed flexibility and positivity in response to the efforts of the mediators throughout all previous indirect negotiating rounds, but Israel used these negotiations as a cover for the continuation of aggression against the Palestinian people. Hamas and other Palestinian factions will not accept to be part of this policy by continuing negotiations in light of aggression, killing, siege, starvation and genocide of our people. The statement affirms that Hamas and other Palestinian factions will not accept to be part of this policy by continuing negotiations in light of aggression, killing, siege, starvation and genocide of Palestine people. Previously, Israel announced that its army had attacked more than 50 targets across Gaza and found weapons, explosives and tunnels in Rafah.
In a historic decision, on a top person, Manhattan jury found former U.S. President Donald Trump guilty on all charges in the hush money payment case.
Mr. Donald Trump was found guilty of all 34 felony counts of falsifying business records in a bid to hide hush money payment of $130,000 to porn star Stormy Daniels in 2016. Before the presidential election. Thus, Donald Trump became the first former president in U.S. history convicted of a crime. Judge Juan Merchan denied an acquittal motion and set a sentencing hearing for July 11th. Former U.S. President Donald Trump, who is widely expected to appeal afterwards, said the trial against him was rigged and a disgrace. As the first former U.S. president to stand a criminal trial and the Republican Party's presumptive presidential nominee in the 2024 general election, Donald Trump also faces 3 other criminal indictments.
The National Assembly just listened to the submission and verification report of the National Assembly draft resolution on piloting the addition of a number of specific mechanisms and policies for the development of Nghệ An province.
Hinh, discussed in the group, deputies basically agreed on the need to promulgate resolutions of the National Assembly on piloting and supplementing a number of specific mechanisms and policies for the development of Nghe An province, organize urban government and pilot a number of specific mechanisms and policies to develop Da Nang city. Particularly with the resolution on piloting specific mechanisms and policies of Nghe An, the deputies also contributed a number of additional opinions and requested the drafting committee to review and clarify some contents, introducing a number of specific policies to promote maximum effectiveness after the resolution was issued. Through profile research, it can be seen that the draft resolution fully guaranteed both legal and practical bases as well as the urgency of its need to be promulgated. Therefore, the delegates agreed with the government's proposal to submit the draft resolution to the National Assembly for consideration and approval at the 7th session according to the one-session process.
Upcoming are some updated news.
Vietnam Railway Corporation said that the Khai Ton Tunnel landslide incident, Toi Hoa, Phu Yen, was resolved at noon on May 31st. The ASY-22 cargo train with a load of 939 tons has passed through the tunnel safely. Thus, after 10 days of disruption due to the landslide, from noon on May 31st, all trains can run through the Khai Ton Tunnel at a speed of 5 km per hour. On May 21st, in the reinforcement process of Khai Ton Tunnel, a landslide occurred in the tunnel, about 160 meters from the northern tunnel entrance. The incident caused soil and rocks to cover the width of the tunnel. Authorities had to blockade the railway section between La Hai Station, Dong Xuan District, Phu Yen Province, and Khai Ton Station, Truyen District, Truyen Province.
Up to this point, except for Vietnambank, all three state-owned banks, Agribank, BIDV and Vietcombank have released information about implementing gold bar sales to stabilize the market under the direction of the government and state bank. The move is meant to narrow the price gap between domestic and global gold bullion to stabilize the local gold market and manage it more effectively. According to Deputy Governor of the State Bank of Vietnam Pham Quang Đăng, the State Bank of Vietnam will set the selling prices of gold based on global rates. The Deputy Governor also advised residents to be cautious about buying gold due to the ongoing fluctuations in gold prices at domestic and overseas.
On May 31st, the Ministry of Education and Training announced the official results of the Vietnamese national team at the Asia-Pacific Informatics Olympiad, APO 2024. Hosted by China, the APO 2024 saw the Vietnamese national team achieve a remarkable 100% success rate, securing 1 gold medal and 6 silver medals. In 2023, Vietnam earned 4 silver and 3 bronze medals. Specifically, Pham Quang Minh, a 12th grade student from the Hus High School for Gifted Students, Vietnam National University, Hanoi, clinched the gold medal. The 18th Asia-Pacific Informatics Olympiad, APO, was held from May 18th to 19th, with the participation of 35 delegations from various countries and territories, comprising 286 contestants eligible for prize consideration.
Cigarettes contain many toxic chemicals and negatively affect the health of both smokers and passive smokers, especially children. Therefore, protecting children from tobacco industry interference is the theme of the World Number Tobacco Day, May 31st this year.
Respiratory Department, in Gay and Obstetrics and Children's Hospital, every day, the number of children admitted for treatment is always higher than the allowed bed ratio. Although there is no specific statistics, reality shows that the majority of children are affected by cigarette smoke. The rate of children admitted to the department with a smoker in the family is relatively high, but many people are still not aware of passive smoking. According to a warning from the World Health Organization, WHO, 90% of patients with lung cancer and 75% of patients with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease are due to tobacco use. In Vietnam, about 38.9% of men over 15 years old smoke cigarettes.
I don't like the smell of cigarettes. My dad also smokes, but he hasn't quit smoking yet.
To limit the harmful effects of tobacco, Vietnam has issued the law on tobacco harm prevention and sanctions related to tobacco. However, in reality, the enforcement of sanctions and penalties for smoking in public places is not strict enough.
Smoking in public places should be strictly punished to prevent harmful effects of tobacco smoke on children.
To protect children from the harmful effects of tobacco, it is necessary to promote propaganda and raise people's awareness about the harmful effects of tobacco. However, more important is still the implementation of policies to prevent and control the harmful effects of tobacco.
The last story to end our program today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you later.